I took the 10 most popular yogurt brands to see how they measure up for overall health and weight loss. We analyzed each brand's nutritional content, focusing on protein levels, added sugars, total carbs, and calorie count. Then we ranked them based on their overall impact on your health and ability to support your weight loss journey. By the time you get to the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what yogurts to reach for when you go to the grocery store next. Let's get started. If this is the first time you've seen me or clicked on one of my videos, I'm Dr. Ashley. I'm a PhD nutritionist, registered dietitian, weight loss expert, and the founder of PhD Weight Loss, where we've helped over 10,000 people drop over 366,000 pounds across the US. And my goal is to help you get the science-backed information that you need to actually drop the weight, keep it off, and live your best life possible. So remember to subscribe to my channel so we can positively impact more people. Give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. All right, let's go through these 10 most popular yogurts, and I'm ranking them from worst to best. So here is the bottom of the list, not ideal for weight loss or even overall health. We're starting with the yogurts that might taste good but don't support the weight loss goals. These options are loaded with added sugar, they're low in protein, and they make them more like a dessert than a healthy snack. Number 10, worst yogurt is Dannon. When I'm looking at this yogurt, I'm looking at just a 6-ounce cup, and in that little 6-ounce serving size, there's about 5 grams of protein, about 21 to 25 grams of total carbs, 14 to 16 of those come from added sugars. Calories are around 120 to 160 calories. Dannon is a global brand that offers a wide range of yogurts, but when it comes to their non-Greek versions, they fall really short. The non-Greek options only have 5 grams of protein. This is really low. Remember, for an average meal, depending on your body size and goals, but you might want to look to hit 30 grams, maybe up to 50 if you're a really tall guy who has a lot of muscle. So this only has 5 grams of protein. It's not going to keep you full long, and 14 to 16 grams of sugar is a lot, and it's going to likely spike your blood sugar. The calorie count of 120, 160 might seem reasonable, but the high sugar content makes it a poor choice. If you're a fan of Dannon, it's best to stick with their plain Greek yogurt, which offers a much healthier profile. In contrast to their non-Greek options, the plain Greek version typically contains about 15 to 17 grams of protein and only about 5 to 10 grams of carbs and 0 grams of added sugar, which makes it a lot better. Number 9 worst yogurt is Yoplait, and I'm talking about the Yoplait Original. Again, the 6-ounce container, same as Dannon, 5 grams of protein, even more carbs, around 25 to 30 grams of total carbs, about 18 to 20 grams coming from sugar, which is a lot. You guys, what you can do is you can take these added grams of sugar and divide it by 4, and this tells you how many teaspoons of sugar you're getting. So let's do 20 grams of added sugar divided by 4 gives you about 5 teaspoons of sugar in that little tiny cup. You guys, that's like a scoop of Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Yoplait's original variety is a nostalgic favorite, but it's notoriously high in sugar and carbs. The 25 to 30 grams per serving of carbs is nearly the total daily recommended sugar intake for women, which I don't think we really should even have a recommended sugar intake. I'd say it's the max sugar intake that we want to consume. It makes it really hard to incorporate into a balanced diet. With only 5 grams of protein, this yogurt does very little to curb your hunger. So for a fun comparison, you might consider enjoying around 6 ounces of Haagen-Dazs, which would deliver the same carb content. I love ice cream, so I would way rather eat the same amount of Haagen-Dazs ice cream than I would, one of these Yoplait yogurts. Number 8 is Noosa. This is like a dessert too, you guys. So when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about a 6-ounce container, little bit more protein, 6 to 9 grams, total carbs still really up there, 28 to 30 grams, about 18 grams is added sugars. Calories are a bit higher, 200 to 300 calories. Noosa is known for its rich, creamy texture. It's made with whole milk, which contributes to its indulgent taste, which is great, but it's really high in sugars. So while the protein content is slightly higher, it still is really short compared to healthier options. This yogurt is way more of a treat, a dessert, than a staple for weight loss or for overall health. So again, for this visual reference, you could consume about 6 ounces of Häagen-Dazs to match the carb content of a Noosa yogurt, which contains, again, around 30 grams of total carbs. So sorry, it's a no to Noosa. Number 7 is brown cow. So again, when I'm talking about brown cow, I'm talking about a 6-ounce container, contains about 4 to 8 grams of protein. Total carbs a little bit lower, right? Half as much, about 14 to 16 grams of carbs and 16 grams of added sugars for a lot of them. Calories coming in around 150 to 170. So brown cow's cream top yogurt is celebrated for its rich flavor, but again, it falls short in terms of protein, only 4 to 8 grams. It's just not enough. Added sugars can reach 16 grams. We can take 16, divide it by 4, and that gives us 4 teaspoons of sugar in there. So you could consume for this one about 4 ounces of Häagen-Dazs, which would have a similar carb count. So really, there's a lot of better options out there when it comes to yogurt. So now we're going middle of the ground. Good for overall health, better for overall health, but still we need to watch the sugars. So these yogurts offer a decent protein and calorie range, but again, too much sugar. Number 6 is Activia. Again, a 6-ounce container, low in protein, you guys, 4 to 6 grams of protein, total carbs, 12 to 17, about 15 of those coming from added sugar, and calories a little bit lower, 90 to 120 calories. I don't really care about calories. I'm looking more at how much protein and how much carbohydrate sugars you're getting. So Activia has made a name for itself due to its probiotic content, which can support digestion and gut health. So while it promotes its probiotic benefits, the difference really probably is not significant compared to other brands because all yogurt have probiotics in it. Likely this is more of a marketing claim. Its protein content too low for me. Added sugars are still too high. Number 5 is Oikos. Specifically, we're talking about the 000 vanilla Greek yogurt. Serving size here is about 5.3 ounces, protein 15 grams. Did you see, you guys, that shot up from the average of 5 to maybe 8 grams to doubling it around 15 grams? Total carbs, 6 grams of carbs. So you can see we went from 30 grams up at the Noosa range down to 6 grams, 0 added sugars, and calories around 120 grams. I think it's a solid choice for people looking to support their overall health and weight loss goals. Each serving gives you 15 grams of protein and 0 grams of added sugar, which I like. It's gonna keep your hunger at bay. This yogurt still tastes sweet because it's sweetened with stevia. So if you can tolerate stevia, then it could be a good option. I guess a con would be if you can't tolerate stevia, then it's not going to be an option for you. If you're sensitive, then you're gonna need to avoid these ingredients. While I really do like the Oikos, it's a decent option, I tend to prefer yogurts that are less processed and contain a little bit more healthy fats. So I'm raking it kind of middle of the ground. It's a wholesome profile, but I am not a fan of any kind of fat-free yogurt because that means that it's more processed and you guys actually need the fat to stay full. Fat is not bad. Eating dietary fat does not make us fat. Number 4 is the Stonyfield organic plain Greek yogurt. Again, talking about a serving size of about 5.3 ounces. You're gonna have the same, about 15 grams of protein, 5 to 10 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of added sugar because we're talking about the plain yogurt. About 100 to 130 calories for the serving size. So while Stonyfield is a good option, brands like Siggi's or Chobani may edge it out due to their higher protein levels and a little bit of a thicker texture for enhanced fullness and a good feel on the tongue. Additionally, it's worth noting that the vanilla flavor has a total different macro profile. Typically, the vanilla contains about 12 to 14 grams of protein, about 17 grams of carbs, 10 grams of of added sugars. So fun comparison for that vanilla flavor is you would consume 2 ounces of Haagen-Dazs to match in total carbs. So not very much there. It's a little bit different. In general, I like the plain variety. It's a healthier choice for those who are looking to minimize added sugars, minimizing a glucose spike while still enjoying a creamy yogurt. A lot of us get confused actually when it comes to vanilla yogurt. I was chatting with my mother-in-law and she was saying, you know, I eat plain yogurt, and she brought her yogurt from home and it was vanilla. I'm like, this is not plain yogurt. Vanilla is a flavor and they add sweeteners to vanilla yogurt. So now we're dropping into the strong contenders. These yogurts offer high protein and minimal sugar, making them an excellent choice for anyone looking to stay full and satisfied. So number 3 is Siggi's, specifically their Icelandic style yogurt. 5 ounce serving size, you're gonna get about 14 to 16 grams of protein, total carbs around 9 to 11, 0 grams of added sugar, about 100 to 130 calories. They offer a good range of different flavors, but we're focusing again on the plain variety, which is the best choice. Plain option has 0 grams of added sugars, and it's sweetened only with the natural sugars found in the milk itself. If you're interested in flavored options, Siggi's uses minimal sweeteners like cane sugar and their natural or agave nectar, which can, by the way though, add 10 grams of added sugar depending on the flavor. So you need to be aware of what you're choosing. The Icelandic style yogurt is thicker than traditional Greek yogurt and packs in that 16 grams of protein per serving. So in general, it's an excellent choice for maintaining fullness and satisfaction. Number 2 is Chobani plain Greek yogurt. Again, plain flavor. 6 ounces here, so you can have a little bit more. We're getting 15 to 20 grams of protein, around 9 to 13 grams of carbs. So you can see that's pretty similar. 0 grams of added sugars. You're just getting the sugar from the milk itself, and 90 to 120 calories, pretty low in calories. So in general, it's a strong contender in the yogurt arena, particularly for the plain Greek yogurt, which gives you that 20 grams of protein per serving. This brand also has some lower sugar options that are sweetened with stevia, sometimes monk fruit. I do like those types. Again, if you have a sensitive gut to those type of sweeteners, then you're gonna wanna just stick to the plain variety. All right, now we're at number 1, and it's a tie, actually. I had a hard time choosing. So these are gonna be your best options just for overall health to support your weight loss goals. And the tie for number 1 comes in with number 1, Maple Hill grass-fed plain full-fat Greek yogurt. About 6 ounces. You're getting about 16 grams of protein, about 8 grams of total carbs, 140 calories. It's got some nice healthy fats in there. I really like it as an option. I also like the fact that it comes from grass-fed cows. Going to have higher levels of vitamins and minerals in there for you. And then it ties with Fage. I like Fage as well because you can find it anywhere. I would either choose the low fat or full fat. Again, avoid the non-fat yogurts. You need the healthy fats in there. At 6 ounces of it, it comes in with a whopping 20 grams of protein, total carbs 6, 0 grams of added sugars, and about 100 to 150 calories. So depending on the fat content that you get. So you can compare this with the top one, Dannon, and all of those high sugar varieties. They're gonna have, remember, 30 grams of carbohydrates and 5 grams of protein. So Fage and Maple Valley come in at the top spot because they've got 20 grams of protein per serving, 0 added sugars, healthy fats. It's like a full meal in one. And then if you need to flavor these yogurts a little bit yourself, you can just add a drizzle of honey, maybe some berries, nuts and seeds, and it gives you a really great breakfast, lunch, even snack options. So there you have it, the 10 most popular yogurt brands ranked from worst to best for health and weight loss. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I hope that you got a lot of value from this one. Please drop your comments below. I mean, what if this surprised you? Are you consuming any of these yogurts on the list? What yogurts do you think you're going to give a chance after listening to this? Remember to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.